If you're new to decentralized social media and you want to learn more about what DeSo is and why you should use it, then keep watching. Because in this video, I'm going to walk you through a complete beginner's guide to decentralized social. Stay tuned. Alright, so let's start with the basics and talk about what DeSo is. Simply put, DeSo is short for Decentralized Social. DeSo is the first and only custom-built blockchain to power and scale a whole new category of decentralized social applications. Now, if you've never even heard of decentralization, it might not make a whole lot of sense. So, to help you better understand, I want to tell you about how centralized social media is today. A post submitted to Instagram, TikTok, Twitter or Facebook belongs to these corporations rather than the creator who posted it. And the monetization goes predominantly to these corporations as a result. Only a handful of private companies effectively control the entire social space. And the worst part, they earn monopoly profits off of content that they don't even create. Meanwhile, the creators who actually produce this content are underpaid, under-engaged and under-monetized thanks to an outdated ads-driven business model. This ads-driven business model forces social media companies to keep a walled garden around content created on their platforms. Developers can build their own applications. Improvements or changes are decided by one company only and not by developers or the community. Because only a handful of companies have total control over the content, only these companies can curate competitive feeds, build new features, and only these companies can monetize on the content that isn't even created by these companies. So we are stuck in a loop. Users have to use these companies' apps because they have a monopoly on the content. And because of this, creators are forced in continuing to give their content up to them in order to get any reach. A solution would arise if we had a way to shift to a public pool of content that no individual entity controls. But can this be done? Well, all of these problems can be solved by decentralizing social media in the same way Bitcoin decentralized the financial system. DeSo stores all of its data on a public blockchain rather than giving it to a handful of private companies to monopolize on. With DeSo, anyone in the world can run a node that expenses their own curated feed. Today, diamondapp.com operates on such node. But there are over 100 other projects running nodes and building applications on DeSo as well. For example, imagine if ESPN ran a node that curated the feed of the best sports content, or if Politico ran a node that curated the feed of the best political content. Since DeSo is fully open source, these players could even customize their user interface and build custom algorithms to rank influencers and posts in a way that targeted their specific target customer. In some sense, we can solve the problem contributing content to a new, globally shared pool that for the first time isn't controlled by a single company. Storing all data on a public blockchain makes it so that everyone can build social media experience that's competitive with the current market. This lowers the barrier to entry for creating new social media products. Compare this to today, where building a competitive social media app generally requires building a billion user data mode first. The best part is that anyone who runs a node can curate their own feed and also contributes back to the public pool of data shared on the public blockchain. A post on ESPN's node can be surfaced on Politico's feed, and a post made in China can be surfaced on a feed running on a node in America and vice versa. Instead of being forced to contribute to a privately owned data pool controlled by one megacorp, publishers can now contribute to a public data pool that nobody controls. But that's only one side of the coin. The other side is monetization. Social tokens, social NFTs, and social tipping are three categories of products pioneered by DeSo. And they're changing the game in terms of how creators monetize on the internet. But they are only the beginning. For example, imagine a creator who wants to start offering premium content in charge for a monthly subscription. All it takes is only one person to build this feature, and the entire ecosystem of DeSo applications get access to it instantly. The same goes for other features, like an inbox where creators can be paid to repost content or paid to answer messages to their followers. The possibilities are endless here. So, what are you waiting for? Go and have a look at diamondapp.com. Find the link in the description below, sign up and get $25 free to try it out. Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe and check out my other videos on decentralized social media as well.